Good morning, fourth grade online learners. Today is October 8th, and welcome back to class. We talked about the muscular system. I'm pretty sure we did this page yesterday. There's not too many pages in this lesson, so I'm just going to review it real quick again today, and then talk about the website of the day. The quiz is ready to go if you want to do it today. I think I asked you guys to have it done by Friday, though. So if you need an extra day, please look over your study guides and make sure your journal entries are done. So the muscular system is made of muscle tissue that makes the parts move, the body parts move. There are three kinds of muscle: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscle. Skeletal muscle moves your bones. It can pull the bone it is attached to, but it cannot push. Therefore, skeletal muscles work in pairs. To bend your arm, you need your biceps and a triceps muscle. When you bend your elbow, the bicep contracts and the triceps relaxes. When you straighten your arm, the tricep contracts and the bicep relaxes. Skeletal muscles are voluntary. You can move them when you think about it. Cardiac muscle is found only in the heart. When this strong muscle contracts, blood is pushed into the arteries. When the heart muscle relaxes, blood flows into the heart. Smooth muscle is found in blood vessels and in many organs of the body. Smooth muscle helps keep food moving through the digestive system. Cardiac and smooth muscles are involuntary. They move without you having to think about them. So that does sound very familiar from yesterday. Visual summary on the next page says the skeletal system supports the body, protects the body's organs, and helps the body move. The three kinds of muscle are skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. And we did learn that adult humans have 206 bones. Okay, and one activity you could do if you're interested: what fraction of the bones are ribs, what fraction are in the feet, in the hands, and you can use the internet or the library to learn about the human skeleton. Another activity they suggest is aerobic exercise makes your heart and lungs stronger. Strengthening exercise makes your skeletal muscles stronger. Stretching exercise makes muscles and tendons more flexible. In groups or as a class, brainstorm a list of sports and activities. Make a chart and put the activities into one or more of the three categories. So that's something you could do at home if you like. And kind of review these questions. What is the job of the skeletal system? You could write a paragraph explaining how the skeletal system works. What would happen if your body had no skeletal muscles? How could you make a model of a ball and socket joint? So that kind of wraps up that lesson for us. As far as your fourth grade website, here's some information from it. I printed it out, and as a review, the muscular system is one of the major systems in our body. Its main purpose is to produce movement. Muscle is a tissue in animal bodies. Muscle helps us move our body parts. The skeleton and the muscles which move it are known as the musculoskeletal system. There are three kinds of muscles: skeletal muscle, the muscle attached to bones. They pull bones to make movements. Smooth muscle, for example, the muscle in the blood vessels in the bladder. Cardiac muscle, the muscle of the heart. Muscle action can be classified as either being voluntary or involuntary. The skeletal muscles move the limbs, arms, and legs. They move the jaw up and down so that food can be chewed. Skeletal muscles are the only voluntary muscles. This means they are only muscle you can choose to move. The cardiac muscle is the muscle in the heart. When the heart contracts, makes itself smaller, it pushes blood through the circulatory system. The cardiac muscle is not voluntary. Animals do not choose for their heart to contract. The smooth muscles are the other muscles in the body that are involuntary. Smooth muscles are in many places. They are in the gastrointestinal system. This includes the stomach and intestines. This is how food moves through us and we take energy from it. Blood vessels. Smooth muscles make blood vessels smaller or bigger. This controls blood pressure. Hairs. Smooth muscle in hair follicles makes your hair stand up when you are scared or get cold. Muscle structure. Muscles are made of many cells. The cells contract together to make the muscles get shorter. The muscle cells know to do this together because many of them get information sent to them by nerves. Then cells get the message from nerves, tell the other cells that are near them. They tell the other cells by sending an electrical current. Muscle cells are filled with proteins called actin and myosin. These are proteins that make the muscle contract, get shorter. Muscle contraction. When a nerve tells a muscle to contract, the muscle opens holes in its cell membrane. These holes are proteins called calcium channels. Then the channel ions rush into the cell. Calcium also comes out of a special place in the cell called the sarcoplasmic reticulum. This calcium sticks to the specialized protein acids and actin and myosin. This triggers these proteins to contract the muscle. Contraction also needs ATP. This is the energy that your cells use. It is made from glucose in the cell. It takes a lot of energy to release contracted muscles. They use most of the energy for building muscles. Exercise. Exercise makes muscles get bigger. Exercise also makes muscles stronger. If a person does not exercise, their muscles will atrophy. This means their muscles get smaller and weaker. Diseases of muscles. There are many different kinds of muscle diseases. There are 3 big groups of diseases. Neuromuscular diseases. These are problems with how the nerves tell the muscles to move. Motor end plate diseases. These are problems with the place where the nerve tells the muscle to move. And myopathies. These are problems with the structure of the muscle. Muscular dystrophy, cancers like Ewing's sarcoma are 2 types of myopathies. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson on muscles. Again, remember to look over your study guide. If you're ready for your test, take it today and do a good journal entry. There's a lot of information on that website. You should be able to find an easy 3 sentences or 5 to summarize. We'll see you tomorrow.